Monday, December 22nd, 2014. Approximately 10:07 a.m. No, p.m. It's nighttime. I think, I tried to vlog, guys, but... Oh, this is the one that does it, right? He put it here because he didn't get a hook, because he doesn't want to open it up. I think this one lights up or something. Let's put it there because he doesn't have the hook. Go get a hook. So guys, my 111-day streak was broken last night. I wrote my words in time. I made it to 760 words. But, and you need 750. But the site saved me at 740. Which means that I failed the challenge. It gave me a stroke, not a, you know what I mean, a stroke through the day instead of an X, and that meant that my streak, my 111-day streak was over, and that, that I'd also failed this month's challenge when I was only about, however many days are left this month. That meant I was done. That was it. See, how hard was that? That means I was done. That was it. Game over, man. Game over. See, it's for this, because he just got that today. Because he has a lot of DeLoreans, and apparently when he gets enough of them, it'll become a reality and cars will fly. No, I don't know. It's just because he wanted. Because he's a... I can't even make fun of him for it, because I own Back to the Future on DVD, the trilogy, as well. It's not like this was something that we didn't have in common. My generation. Talking about my generation. I'm trying to get a Mac. Sorry guys, my closet is a mess because my records are on the freaking floor and they need to come off of the floor. And so yeah, 750 words a day for technically 12 days, but 111 days. And now I've got to start at day 1. And because I'm a wee bit obsessive compulsive, I'm going to remember when I hit that 111 days again that technically I would be at double that or whatever. However math works. Somebody do the math. So that's going to suck. But you know what? Writer's right. So I will write tonight. I will write my words. And I will start again at day 1. And I will just suck it up because there's nothing I can do about it. Whether it was site glitch or the lag between browser input and the info, that's neither here nor there. What a dumb thing. All to not get a hook, and now I've got it stuck in the friggin'... Look at that. Tinsel on the wheels. So how's this light out? Well, how? For gosh sake, man. You should have told me, showed me, whatever. What do you guys see? You see a button? Button, what button? Who has the button? Yeah, so that's a bummer, man, because yesterday sucked enough, and then to make matters worse, I pushed it to make my goals, and then it was a big fail. Epic fail. I don't know. You know what? We're just going to set this here. At least I didn't break it. He's got the hook on it. He can put it on the tree properly now that I've ruined our stupid garland. So anyway, as I was saying, the moon, that's why. I was feeling the moon. Because I was wondering why my, not to be TMI, but sis. I'm like, holy crap, painful. Is it from the stress of yesterday? Or, but I think it's hormonal. That's why. Got to get to the gyno, which I will do. And she will do what she's going to do. Schedule me for surgery. This isn't meant to be a song. Hi, Mama, looking at me. Meow. You know, guys, it's okay. Things happen. Words get lost. And, I'll start at day one. It's not the first time I've had to start again. I say dramatically as I open the window. No, but, you know, what can you do? I can't, like, change it, you know? So I'll deal with the reality. Which is really, you know, oh gosh, the dishes. I don't want to deal with that reality. I'll just deal with it, and it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It wasn't a contest or anything. It was me challenging myself, and technically I did meet my challenge, but I like there being a record of things when I've done okay. It's not Nestle bottled water. Please don't judge. And actually, this is also refilled, too, as well, using the Brita. Meow. I just, it was like a crappy end to a crappy day, though. Not totally crappy. I mean, there were good points. I'm just saying, overall. But thank you to everybody who's been making comments. I don't know if I already said this, because I've remade this vlog a zillion times, because I don't want to get like too much into it, because I don't want to, that stuff I should just deal with in therapy. But basically, I want to say that I've always kind of had this perspective of trying to take into mind that everybody's got stories, everybody's got a background of experiences and life that's happened to them. And then they've got how they've processed them or been unable to process them. Whether they've learned anything or not learned. Whether they're, you know, just stuff. And I've taken that into account every single time I've stepped into the fray in letting that person into my life. Not letting them into my life, because they could care less whether they're in my life or not. But whether I initiate to have them in my life because I feel some sort of moral code from when I was that's how it should be. But you know what? That's not always how it is. I mean, take for instance the fact that I have a relative that it was adopted. Their original mother is not, you know, it's not always natural course of things. So, this is just a case of where I was not adopted. And it was made clear early on. I'll give my mother credit for that. She had made clear from the start she wasn't very much interested in this whole mom thing. So, it's just when the show in front of people, especially in recent years, it's just a bit much. Especially since I tried these past couple of years. Like I'm telling you guys, I initiated, I did what I could. I'm not going to go into past pains. I don't want to keep dwelling on it. I didn't want to. That's why I made friends with her. Or tried to. You can only, you accept someone as they are, right? And you accept that there are some things that just cannot be changed. You also accept their stories or their lack of telling you, and their walls, as somebody mentioned. Quite aware. I'm quite aware of it. But you also need to, for me, I can't keep putting my hand into the lion's mouth or some analogy that you guys can relate to and then not expect, you know, to get hurt, mangled, eaten alive, destroyed, whatever. I don't know. Picking, you know, meow, 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 meow. I can't keep doing that. That's dumb. And while people should get multiple chances, I've done that even since I was a very young, and I didn't even realize what the pattern was. But now I'm an adult, and now it's up to me to, well, it was always up to me to protect myself, I guess, because that's the only person that really has been able to. But it's definitely my responsibility to take care of, to make sure that it's my responsibility for me now. And I can't keep putting my hand into the cage, or whatever you want to call it, whatever thing. I can't keep doing that to myself and not, you know, I have to be responsible for my own health as well. My health and well-being. And let's just say that she's never been good for my well-being. Never. And when, at the times when she was, those rare times in my life, those, I think maybe a total of 4 years combined, not even 3 years, 4 years, where I was in her life, she was financially benefiting from it, so, and that was the only reason, really. So, it goes. And that's okay, you know, because I went through this in my 20s. I went through this in my 20s, because I've been on my own since I was 17. I've been through this since my 20s, and a very traumatic event happened with her. But it wasn't as traumatic as the rest of my life. So, well, it was. No, it was like worse because it was happening while other stuff was going on. It's like, really? You're gonna do this? But the thing is that I learned in my 20s, but I always like the story of, somehow I wanted the better story, better ending. She likes the story when it's in front of people and she can manipulate for attention. I wanted the story that I get to know the person who gave birth to me in here and learn and share things with her. I liked that one where I would know the person when, you know, like, unless I get worse and die first. The order of things is that likelihood is that my mother will die first. And it used to be at one point I was like, what would I say at her funeral? Except that, well, at one point it wouldn't have been very good things. Not negative like as me trying to hurt her, but the only things I would know about her were not very good. And I wanted that to be different because, let's say with my father, I know good and bad. I know good and bad. I know him as a person. I know him as a father. I know that he's, you know, people are not all one or all the other. And there are layers to us. There's protective layers. There's layers of experience. There's things we block out that we don't acknowledge and that have shaped us into who we are. And there's things about us, right? I know that about my father. You know, because we've worked really hard on a relationship, and it wasn't even that easy. I was daddy's girl when I was little, and then I wasn't allowed to be because of who I was married to at the time, and then we had to work through issues because of the fallout of that later on, and then you know, and then his own stuff, and let's just say, you know, we've had to. My dad coming over for Christmas Day is awesome. My dad has been there when I need him, but we've had to build a relationship as two human beings as well, you know? And I would be able to tell you what kind of man he was and not just sing his praises. I could know the not so great stuff as well, but I would know the picture. I could tell you a picture of my father. I could tell you stories of my dad. Even some of the ones I've ignored because he said them so many times. I could tell you who my father was that I know of and who he was to me. But as for the other person, it's, I could tell you now I can tell you more than I could have years ago. I could tell you the positives from the couple of years that I tried, that we were talking prior to my wedding and afterward until she brought those roses here, and saw this place. And I could tell you good things and bad, because we actually were talking, but I could tell you stuff then, but then that's it. That'll probably be it again, because guys, I can't keep doing it I can't keep hurting myself, or else it's my own fault. I'm telling you, I've been a wreck. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I can't. Why? There's so many other people out there, so many people in my life. There are people in my life, and there are people open to this. And I'm telling you, if I do nothing, she's not. I'm not going to anymore. I can't. I just can't. I should have stopped in my 20s, and I did, and I should have left it. But I was always this romance. I mean, I read books, you know, you want the ending of, not the fairy tale ending, but you want the ending where even if it's not perfect, no, you want the one where understanding and life lessons. I don't know how to better explain it. Let's just say that for now, I have to walk away from that book. Like, I have to donate that book. No, I can't even donate that book. I have to just walk away from that book. That's all. Close it and let it be. No, you cannot go into the bedroom. No. You lost that privilege. See? Like, for instance, with the cat. We learned that if we have her in the bedroom, she has some behavior issues, and it would not work out, and it would be our fault, even if she didn't hurt us, even if she didn't do what she has done the first few times. When she does do it, it's our fault, because we open the door. We let her in, we let her hang out, and then she's gonna do what her behavior that she can't seem to unlearn from whatever happened to her, her trauma has taught her, and that would be our fault, because we would have let her in there when we know what happens when we let her in there. Do I make sense? I hope so. The blur, the Christmas blur. Anyway, guys, I'm doing better. I'm gonna start at day 1 again with the writing. But it goes on, and I'm doing alright. I'm still like, it's like this, my stress so bad that, it's like starting at, it's hard for me to, with this situation, not with like other stuff. I mean, gosh, the building something could happen that's really serious and I could be totally calm, but this kind of stuff I can't do well with. I can do it, but I can't. I sound like a wreck. I'm sorry, guys. I'm fine. I just you know, you can't maybe that's why I was always a writer. Maybe I'm just meant to write my own. Oh no. Maybe I'll eventually start writing stories where I can write things out differently. And that's resolution. I don't know. I have no idea. I understand. Life's so short. I know that. I know that. Anyway, I'm grateful for who is in my life. I'm grateful for the people that do keep in contact with me and that reach out to me and that try. And I mean like friends and various family members and people I've never met that I've known for a zillion years online. I am so grateful. We as a couple are very grateful, and I am grateful for my own, for the people that I've had in my life and continue to have. So I'm doing all right. I'm just a normal person that also can feel all the feels, feeling all the feels. Gonna go now, guys. Look how pretty. It's gonna be neat to have a taller Christmas tree next year. Husband's wish will go. That's his wish. He wants a taller tree. I like that tree, but I'm short, so I'm like, this tree is fine for me. But I get what he means. So, anyway, I'll shut up now.